The whole evening was so full of joy, peace, that I don't know how to describe. The whole event was worked out so beautifully by the French. Last year they had one very good drama on Gyanadeva. And this year the another one was really very, very remarkable. Long time back I told them that Joan of Arc was a special blessed person by the divine, and she should be worshipped as a goddess or as a deity which is looked after France and its independence. But then the people, every year I repeated, but they didn't make anything on her. So I was very happy to see Joan of Arc represented here. Actually in my own life I have seen at a very young age of 14 years and 18 years, I was fighting for the independence of our country. And my professor, my principal of the college, told me later on that I knew that you are the Shakti, because how could you all alone fight these people? So I must congratulate you all for making such a nice play out of Joan of Arc, and all the actors, especially the lady who acted as Joan of Arc was remarkably good. I really must say that I never expected Sahajogis to come out with such a nice drama on Joan of Arc. Practically she was forgotten because lastly she was burnt. And so many asked me if she was the Blessed One and looked by the goddess, then why was she burnt? Why was she destroyed? So all of them have to face, all the saints had to face all the negativity. And even if they die, doesn't matter, they are eternal. So it's not a very sad thing to think that all the people who are saintly have to suffer. They can suffer because they can afford to suffer. They have a power to suffer. And that's why everybody who is a saint is itself. May God bless you all. Thank you very much for the nice entertainment and for bringing out all the talents of the world.
Also have been there many in France. You understand from beaucoup d'écrivains religieux que les hommes réalisés. For example, Joan of Arc is another example of a powerful woman. Jeanne d'Arc est aussi un autre exemple d'une femme extrêmement puissante. Her powers were of virginity. Elle avait le pouvoir de la virginité, le pouvoir de la virginité. An ordinary farmer's daughter could control an army through her virginity. Une simple fille de fermier pouvait contrôler une armée entière à cause de sa virginité. It doesn't have to see whether they were successful or not, but we have to see that they very clearly and boldly showed or expressed in their lives the existence of giving and of purifying power of living.
This purity has to be brought into women.
Unless and until this purity comes into them, they have no powers. They are powerless. So we come down to main thing is that where the women are pure and chaste, there resides the powers of all the deities. So it's such a responsibility for us to be very chaste and to be very pure and to be sisters to our brothers, so that their brothers are also protected from the temptations of the world, so that they too have their attention onto something higher and greater. It's a very, very great day, I feel, to come down to America to do this puja. I'm going to tell you all about it, but let us understand that we are power. We are power. We are not the power which can be dominated by money, by anything else. We are power because we are Sahaja Yoginis, because we have that character. Now it's important for men to understand the value of women. If the man is not alright, how can he have a sister who is pure? If the man doesn't believe in the chastity of life, for some men, I mean most of the men, there's nothing like chastity. They never believed in anything like chastity in the modern times. That is what we lack. And in Sahaja Yoga, when I think of my children, of my sons, they should be brilliant with chastity. The whole presence must shine with chastity. When people look at them, they should say, oh, that's innocence going. See the innocence and the chastity moving together. So that's what is in men, the innocence. Is not necessary to be too cunning. Nobody can deceive you. An innocent person with one stroke can kill 100 useless people. So it is important that men must also understand the value of innocence. So the priorities are changed because where is your attention? You have everything within you. You are the storehouse of chastity, which is your power. Everything within you. Nothing has gone out. It's all there. All that fragrance is within you. It's all preserved. Don't condemn yourself. And you are so fortunate I am here to tell you all about it. You are so fortunate I am with you. Do you understand that point? If the father and mother don't have chastity, the children don't feel alright, they don't feel peaceful, they become restless. And then they develop the same restlessness within themselves. A chaste man can never get possessed, take it from me. Can never get possessed. You might be very intelligent, you might be anything, you might be a great writer, but you can get possessed. But a chaste man, an ordinary chaste person, can never get possessed. Bhoots are afraid of chaste people. If one chaste person is going on the road, all the bhoots run away. They just run away. If you don't have chastity, you can never see who is unchaste or chaste. You cannot. Everybody is just the same, very good, very nice person, very nice person. I mean, real possessed people are certified as very good people. In Sahaja Yoga also sometimes. And I start wondering what's happening. See, what is it? How is it these people are certified as that? Can't they feel it? They're so right. Even if you get your realization, even if your spirit is working out, your collective consciousness, even if you are giving self-realization to others, you are nowhere if you have no chastity. That's like a broken glass which is trying to reflect something. It can never give the right picture. So, respecting your chastity is real respecting me, because I reside within you as chastity. If Sri Ganesha is the auspiciousness, I reside within you as chastity.
When it comes to war, a woman can become like Joan of Arc, or if it is not in the peacetime, she prepares for neutralizing wars, for bringing peace.